Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Satsang with John and Michelle.
Yeah, evening everyone, welcome. Lovely to be back again.
On this special day, it's a day of love, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a good way of looking
Although
at it.
it's the Eros form of love, the Valentine love, generally, tonight we'll be going a little bit deeper than the Eros love. So welcome, and tonight we'll be talking about love and beauty, and how beauty can actually clear the filters from our mind and help us go deeper into love, or to open ourselves up more to love. So we'll be looking at that tonight. Lovely evening here in Cape Town. Let us know where you're from and what's the weather like where you live.
We'd love to hear, and we'd love you to give us feedback and comments and send us some hearts and just generally interact. We can't read everything always, but it's nice to know that you're there.
Yeah, it's lovely to have a community here on a Sunday night. We enjoy our Sunday night satsangs, and we enjoy the community that has been built up around here. And, the world at this time, I think, is going through a huge process of transformation, massive. And right now there's a lot of contrast being brought up. So yes, we do have the darkness, and yes, we do have the light. And each one of us, I believe, is a little sparkle of light on planet Earth. And the more we focus on our true essence, on our true being, the brighter the light becomes. And I really do believe right now the world needs more light. So you are a candle among many, many other candles. And thank you for being here tonight and joining your light with all of those who come on this satsang.
Very special.
So welcome. Yes, lovely. Thank you. So we're going to start this evening as we always do, and that's by withdrawing our mind from all other times and all other places and coming centered. And we do that by gently shutting our eyes and just focusing on reality as it is right now. Yes, we have a lot of memories, a lot of thoughts about the day that's just gone, the weekend, and we have a lot of projections about the future. What's going to happen in a year's time, 10 years' time, and what's going to happen tomorrow. But just for a few moments, I ask you to withdraw your mind from what's called the matrix, to withdraw your mind from your past, and to bring your awareness in from your future, and just fully inhabit this present moment. You see, this present moment is a sacred place. This present moment is life. This present moment is where love is to be found. So let's just take a gentle in-breath and a beautiful long out-breath. And you find that as you focus your awareness on your breathing, very quickly your mind aligns itself with presence. So let's take a very deep breath in now, pushing your tummy out like a big ball, so you're really drawing the air right the way down the body. And then a long out-breath, making the out-breath twice as long as your in-breath. Let's do that a third time. Deep breath in, blowing your tummy up, taking the air right down to those toes and up to the top of your head, so you're really reaching bursting point now, and a lovely long sigh out. Just sigh it out, make a noise. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Now just gently rest your awareness in your body, in the here and now. Just check in with your body. How does your body feel right now? What does the temperature of the room feel like on your cheeks? Warm, cool? What does the chair feel like under your bum? If you have a backrest on the chair, just settle back further into the backrest and feel the support. Your feet, just check in with where they're resting right now and feel the sensation of touch from under your feet. You might like to acknowledge the ground beneath you. Your hands, where they're resting right now, what does it feel like in this moment to have hands? And just say thank you to your hands for all the beautiful experiences that they give you. You can touch, you can hold, You can hold a cup of coffee, cup of tea. You can eat, you can hug. You can dress yourself. You can bathe yourself. These are all made possible with this incredible gift of your hands. So for a moment, just rest your awareness in your hands. Check in with each of your fingers and your thumbs. Now bring your awareness gently through your wrists, elbows, shoulders, and just check in with your shoulders and see if you're carrying any tension there right now. Just drop it, let it go, surrender it. You don't need it right now. Just shrug your shoulders and just drop whatever tension is there. And bring your awareness to your ears, to the incredible gift of hearing. You can hear my voice right now. What else can you hear? Just listen for a moment and see what you can hear. Paying particular attention to the very faint, soft sounds that are furthest away. And as you truly listen like this, just be aware of how much quieter your mind becomes. Bring your awareness into your forehead, smoothing any worry lines away. Just let them go. Soften the muscles around your eyes. And bring your awareness to the tip of your nose. Just becoming aware of the soft in-breath and the out-breath and the pause between them. And while you do this, just check to see if you can perceive the temperature difference between the in-breath and the out-breath and the out-breath and the in-breath. Now bring your awareness to your eyeballs. Your eyelids are closed, but just to your eyeballs behind your eyes. And just let them rest a moment. Let them just rest. Bring your awareness down to your jaw. Relax any tension away in your jaw. Check where your tongue is. It's best to rest it slightly touching the top front teeth. Let it rest gently in your mouth. And settle yourself down into the present moment, back into your body, with a sense of gratitude for the body and for the incredible experiences that your body enables you to have through the walking, through the talking, through reading, through listening. This is such a unique experience, this human experience. Every single moment is unique. I know sometimes the days seem a bit repetitive, but they never are in truth. Every single moment is unique. If we fully bring our awareness through our senses to bear on the present moment, we find that this moment is not what we thought it was. This moment, here and now, is completely unique. Every moment is unique when we're present. And in the uniqueness there's a preciousness. We really value things that are unique. And now bring into your awareness someone that you love. When last did you see them? Let me ask that question again. When last did you truly see them? Not through the filters of history, through the filters of experience, but when did you truly see them as they are right now? Without the story, When did you last see them raw and present? It's the stories in our head, it's the experiences that we live in that are the barriers to love. So just for a moment, connect your heart with their heart, directly, through no experience, no story, no expectations, no resentments, no guilt. Just honor the sacred presence in your heart and the sacred presence in their heart. Just for a moment, feel a sense of oneness in your awareness. Love is not a thought but a feeling of connection, a feeling of shared essence, of shared presence, of shared life. True love is the awareness with no judgment, expectation, criticism, fear, guilt. It's just the acceptance of what is in this moment. That is love. And in the moment I want you just to feel that connection. Just in this moment. Feel that connection. And now extend that connection just in your imagination to everyone on this link up tonight, everyone here with Facebook. Just feel this community, this connection, this shared presence that we have, the shared intention for love, for peace. And just say a quiet prayer of thank you to everyone in this satsang tonight. Feel that love returned to you. For love is just a flow of energy, a flow of connection. Feel it. And now take a very deep breath in and a long breath out. Now take this feeling of connection for this community and extend it outwards until eventually you can perceive in your imagination that this feeling of connection, of love, encompasses the whole earth. You might like to see the earth as a beautiful blue glowing orb encompassed in a bubble of love, of community, of connection, of shared intention, of oneness. Hold the earth for a moment in this bubble of love and know that this is real, that this vibration that's here and present is the most powerful energy for transformation to take place in. This is real. This is presence. And this is love. Now take another very deep breath in. And a very long, releasing, relaxing, surrendering breath out. And when you're ready, you may gently open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, just see how you feel inside you right now. How do you feel? What is the feeling you feel? So for many people, they want to understand love, but it's not an understanding, it's this feeling, beautiful feeling. Let us know if you felt any connection. Let us know in the comments box what it was for you that you experienced. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So happy Valentine's Day every day. I like to call it Love Day, because why not celebrate love? Seeing
Every day.
That's what every day. I think it should be every day. That, we have these holidays, so we may as well celebrate it even more on this day, and just give the earth a special
boost of love.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, we don't really have much astrologically to talk about, except that Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty, is actually right next to Jupiter, which is the planet of abundance and generosity and expansion. So for me, and they're both in Aquarius, and Aquarius really says look at things from a different perspective. Look at love from a different perspective. Look at beauty from a different perspective. Look at each other from a different perspective. And I think that gives us a little bit of a clue, is that this is a chance for us to really see things in a different light. And it's all about choice, isn't it? You can look at something and see it as less than perfect, whether it's you're looking at yourself or you're looking at someone else, or you can see through the eyes of love. And that cuts through the fault finding and the criticism, and it's the thing that connects us. So it's shifting our perspective. So even if we feel that sort of judgment, is to actually shift our perspective and look at it from another angle. Look at the person from another angle. Look through different eyes. Even if you just soften the way you look at someone, it shifts your perspective of them. So that's just one way that we can actually use the energy right now to actually help us navigate these times.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that we can judge as wrong, as bad, as opposed to just seeing it from a different perspective.
So it's to realize that we have huge power within us, and that's the power of where we focus our attention, and that's called perspective. Now in the past we've been caught up generally with the mind's perspective, and the mind is a tool of judgment. That's what it's good at, that's what it does, it judges. And judgment and love don't really go together, so the mind and love don't go together. And we have a different way that's evolving and awakening on planet Earth, and that's to see with the eyes of the heart. Now the heart is not a judgmental tool, it's a tool of presence, it's a tool of acceptance, it's a tool of allowing, it's a tool of appreciation. And one of the keys to unlock the heart and to see with to realize, and to allow love to flow more fully into our awareness is the perception of beauty, Now the mind doesn't really know much about beauty. It knows symmetry and it knows, architecture and what it can construct, but it doesn't know true beauty. Nature knows true beauty. So by really appreciating, allowing and accepting, we open our awareness to see the beauty around us. And you can find beauty in everything, because beauty is there in everything. And through that door of perception of beauty, so we start to see the love that is already here in this moment. So tonight we're going to be talking a bit about that doorway called beauty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful doorway which doesn't often get discussed, does it? We talk about love a lot, but we don't generally talk about beauty. And what is beauty? Beauty is everywhere, all the time. But if we're not looking and we're not listening and we're not present, we miss it. So there can be beauty in the most tiniest little mundane things on a daily basis, but if we're not present, we'll miss them. And the beauty kind of, for me, it softens everything. It sort of softens that judgmental mind. It quietens the judgmental mind that sort of says, this is right, this is wrong, he should, you should, this should be, this shouldn't be. As opposed to actually it's almost looking through it and seeing the beauty. Because there's always beauty if we have a look at it. There can even be a beauty in a piece of paper flying around on the street.
Remember that scene from American Beauty?
Yeah, yes.
American Beauty.
Piece of paper, hey.
It was a plastic bag being blown around in the wind, and that was quite an awesome scene in that film. And that was to see beauty in a plastic bag. I don't know, a plastic bag being blown in the wind, just around and around and around, and the appreciation and the acceptance of that was a beautiful bit of cinematography. That wasn't it?
It was.
It was really.
Yeah, and they put it, I think, to some music. So it's to at any one moment to actually say, where's my attention? Where's my focus? Am I looking at this and resisting what's there because I don't like it? Or am I looking at it and saying, where's the beauty here? Because that's the thing that opens our hearts and connects us.
Yeah.
I mean, John, you often talk about when we first meet somebody and we're sitting over the candlelit table and hanging on each other's every word, and we're completely kind of gobsmacked and starry-eyed, and what's happening there is that you're seeing the beauty in that person, and you're seeing the beauty reflected back to yourself. So you're seeing your own beauty reflected, and that's why there's this connection, and there's this beautiful ease, and there's this feeling of love and feeling of great, beauty, and you glow. Everybody says you're glowing. You're in love because you're in love. You feel beautiful, and the other person is affirming that beauty, and then the mind starts getting in the way. And then the mind starts saying, yeah, but he, she shouldn't, don't like the way he does that, should be doing that. And that's where the polarity comes in, doesn't it?
Yeah, so what happens is when you fall in love and you sit across a candlelit table, the mind has nothing to play, no role to play in that moment. There's just appreciation and acceptance of that moment. And the mind, your friends say, when you tell them about this new relationship, your friends say, but have you lost your mind?
Yes.
And you say, yes, I've lost my mind. And it's beautiful. And it is beautiful when we lose our mind, because the mind is that judging, criticism, making machine. And, it's to realize that when we do judge the world out there, it's always self-criticism, in fact. It's a sense of lack within ourselves that gets projected into the world around us. So when we stop projecting the world around us, we stop projecting judgments against ourselves. And for most people, I think you can concur with that, we are our own worst judge. And it's only when the mind stops that we stop judging others and ourselves. And in that, the portal to love opens. So the doorway that we're talking about tonight, or the tool that we can use, is to observe and to look for the beauty. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's in your eye, the beauty.
It's not out there.
Not out there. So when you start to see through clear eyes, when you start to see through real eyes, you realize the beauty in each and every moment, in each and every interaction, each and every person. And there can be, we've seen scenes in films where they might be in a prison, or might be, in a war-torn place, and suddenly there's a focus on a little blade of grass, or a little leaf, or a flower, and it's just so, wow, it's so beautiful. Well, that's around us all the time. Those small little things. It's the small little things that you can see beauty in. And if we start to have an intention for love to start to flow more fully through you, then we can use that doorway of the perception of beauty. But we have to make that choice. We have to make that decision to start to see the beauty. If you're driving down the road and there's a beggar on the street corner, you can see it as a beggar on the street corner. You can see it as a dysfunction of the society and the economic system we live in. You can see it as a deprivation by the alcohol that they've consumed, or the bad choices they've made. Those are all thoughts. Or you can see the beauty. The beauty in that unique creation which you're observing just in this moment. There's stories in those wrinkled lines on that face, in those hands. There's a story there, and that story is perfect, beautiful, just in this moment, just in this moment. And when you start to see that, you start to see with real eyes of love. And it is when you look for the beauty in everything that you open your heart, or your heart opens, let's put it that way.
It's also a little bit like, if you're looking through a window and the window's dirty, you're going to be seeing a grey kind of dirty scene outside, because you're looking through eyes. It's the same as if you're looking through eyes that have got layers on them, that are actually critical, or that they've got kind of scales on them. When you clear your own vision, whatever you see is going to be clearer. So it's for us to kind of say at the beginning of the day, I'm going to see beauty today. I choose to see beauty. I choose not to sit with the ugliness and to expand the ugliness. So Jupiter and Venus is expand the beauty, expand the love, as opposed to expanding the separation and expanding the criticism. So it's just, every day to start, we often say, in our courses, and that start every single day looking in the mirror and telling yourself how much you love you. Now at the beginning, people have a very hard time doing that, many people, because they've never done it. Because we have a fleeting glimpse of them, in the mirror as we brush our teeth, if that. But when you stand at a mirror or you sit with the mirror and you look deep inside your eyes and you look through the first physical manifestation of what you're looking at. So you look past the grey hairs and the wrinkles and all the things you don't like about your face, and you look through into those eyes and say with a very deep and sincere appreciation your name and I love you.
Yeah.
If you start your day like that, actually looking for the beauty even in yourself, because that's going to be mirrored throughout your day. If you start the day feeling full and peaceful and connected with yourself, that tends to then reflect into your day, doesn't it? Whereas you go out and you're in a grumpy mood, you're going to probably be, you're probably going to be surrounded by grumpy people.
You will be.
And I mean, I've tested it. I know it works. It absolutely works like that.
The world is a photocopy machine.
It's
Whatever you put into it, it gives you back.
Yeah.
So if you give grumpiness, it's going to give that back. But when you start your day with appreciation of the beauty in your own eyes, in your own face, everything changes. And what is beauty? Beauty has to look like this or look like that, says the mind. No. Beauty is the recognition of the perfection in everything that you see, no matter what it looks like. Because beauty is seen through the eyes of acceptance. That's what beauty is. When you sit across that candlelit dinner, you're not busy judging, you're busy appreciating and allowing this person to be exactly as they are in that moment. And you really are appreciating their uniqueness and everything about them in that uniqueness. Now that same perception, that same vision, project onto your own self in the morning when you wake up, when you see yourself in the mirror for the first time. So spend a few moments looking at yourself and go through that process of appreciation, of allowing, of accepting, and seeing the beauty in your own face. And I know that the ego will come in with a million reasons why you can't do that. No, beauty is, the ego knows nothing of beauty. It knows nothing of that. It knows about criticism and judgment. But if you take charge and you say, thank you, mind, I don't need you in this moment. I'm going to see the beauty in my own face. Yeah, but that's narcissistic. No, it's not. It's recognizing the divine manifesting in your particular form this morning. That's all you're doing.
In this very moment.
You're honoring the creation of the divine in this moment as it is manifesting through this uniqueness here and now. And when you recognize the divine in yourself, you will start to recognize that divinity in everyone you meet. When you see the beauty in your own face, you will start to see the beauty in all of life that you meet. And that opens the heart. When you recognize beauty, your heart opens. We don't have to give love. We don't have to receive love. We don't have to earn love. All we have to do is open, and love will flow. So beauty is the opening through which love flows. If you can think of it that way.
Yeah, and if you're not feeling particularly loving, then beauty is a portal to that.
Yeah.
So looking at something beautiful will very often open your heart. If you just sit and look at a flower, or you look at something really beautiful, just for a few moments, it'll shift your vibration. What I was thinking about there is we were talking about looking in the mirror, is something that you can really practice with is when you're not feeling particularly loving towards yourself. When you're having a little meltdown, or when you're having a moment, or when you feel a little bit critical, or you don't really like what you've just done, is to actually look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love you. Because when you do that, you're opening the door to being able to do that with someone else. when they aren't behaving the way that you want them to behave. So what she's saying really in that moment is, I love you irrespective of your actions, irrespective of whether you're perfect or not, irrespective of whether I even like you in this moment. I'm opening my heart to you. I'm loving you. I'm loving this manifestation of you right now. It's huge to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because you are then barefaced, vulnerable with yourself, and that enables you to see that in somebody else when they are being vulnerable or they're having a tricky moment. Because it's easy to love someone when they're being loving, or it's easy to love yourself when you look good. It's not that easy to love somebody when they're not being that great, when they don't look perfect, when they're not being particularly loving. So again, it starts with us.
Yeah.
So it's to see the beauty in what you're looking at, irrespective of what the mind's telling you about that.
Yeah.
Irrespective of what the mind's saying, oh, but this person's not perfect, look what they've just done. Or you're not perfect, look what you just did. Or you're not beautiful. So it's to push through. It's not to push through, but to look through it. It's almost like you looking through one of those 3D pictures, where you look, and you hone your vision on one point, and then suddenly it comes into focus. That, for me, that's what beauty is. And that's why when we make art, whether we're painting or whether we're making music or we're sculpting, it teaches you to look for beauty. That's what it does. That's why I love to make art, because it teaches you to look at things in a different way and to actually look at the beauty. When you're painting something, you have to really look at something in order to paint it. When you are making music, you have to really listen and really be present for that piece of music.
Yeah.
So it's a focus in.
Yeah. It is. And it's to see through the judgmental matrix of the mind and see what's beneath that. So this morning I posted on my YouTube channel a short video which I called The Hand of Life. And it's something that I started to realize quite early on in life. When I was a child, I was born in Zimbabwe. It was Rhodesia back then, but now Zimbabwe. And I have a sister, and she might be on the call tonight. Have you seen her name?
I haven't, but I wasn't looking.
Okay. And we grew up, and I used to ponder deep stuff from a very young age, and I knew that the awareness that I was all that is. And I couldn't figure out, how I didn't have a direct perception through her eyes. I could only see through my eyes. So there was my sister and there was me. And then one day it just sort of came to me that we were fingers on a hand. So there I was and there she was. But the hand is the shared pool of consciousness, or the divine ocean out of which the unique fingers arise. And I later also, just stretched that from the hand, seeing myself as one finger and my sister as another finger. But we have this common area of shared consciousness or shared essence down here. And I extended that to the ocean. So instead of fingers, we're waves on the surface of the ocean. Now the ocean is the divine being, the divine essence, life, whatever you want to call it. God, you can call it God if you wish. But life is the ocean is the ocean of love. Now, when you fall in love, so in a wave or a finger, you have the most outward expression of your form, which is the egoic mind, and that's given in brainwave activity. That's the beta. Beneath that, you have alpha, and then you have the theta. So when we fall in love, what happens is your judgmental beta mind recedes, and you drop down into alpha, which is very close connection, and even theta, which is presence. So when you fall in love, you are quite present, and that present is the recognition of that ocean of love. So you fall into love, you fall into the ocean of love. So you separate from your judgmental mind and you come into the wholeness of what is real. The brief moment of separation that we have as a surface being, a wave on the surface of the ocean, it's a brief experience, a wonderful experience. gives us a unique experience. But the wave arises and the wave drops back into the ocean. And falling in love is that connection, reconnection with that true essence of who you are. So when we fall in love, we project it outside of ourselves. But it isn't. It's a recognition of the oneness in our awareness. So if you like, I did post it on my
really
Facebook page, so you can post down, just scroll down my page, John Homewood 7, and take a quick watch of that video where I explain how I have this model, this hand model, and we get so caught up with looking outside ourselves for fulfillment, when in fact the source is always here. I mean, everything that the finger needs is supplied by the hand. And yet in the mind, we're always looking to the shopping mall. We're looking to the other person outside of ourselves. We're looking to past or for future. Meanwhile, the real source of all that is already here in this moment. And it's a recognition of that is love. And the portal which opens us up to that is beauty. When we start to see beauty in each and every moment, each and every interaction, our hearts open and we reconnect with that ocean. So we fall in love once again in this moment, not with an object outside of ourselves, but we fall back into our true essence, which is love. All love is a recognition of your own divine self. That's what real love is.
Yeah.
So take a watch. Yeah, take a watch of that. Yeah. We all yearn for others to give us love, but others cannot give us what we do not recognize we have already. And we can't give to others what we don't recognize that we have already. And I would suggest that we stop trying to get love and stop trying to give love, and rather open ourselves up to love. You just open. Same way a tap doesn't give you water.
It doesn't provide the water.
It just opens, and the water that's there then comes through the tap. And beauty is a way of opening the tap in our perception, which allows love to flow into each and every interaction. There is beauty, as I say, in all moments, in all times, in all objects is beauty.
And it's a choice, isn't it? It's a choice in that moment to see it.
It is a choice.
You know, people ask, artists, how do you get your inspiration? And I was married to a sculptor, and he would say, well, I turn around once, 360 degrees, and there's the inspiration. It's everywhere. You can't not have inspiration if you're looking. If you're looking, it's everywhere. And so it's to look for it, to actually set about looking for beauty. Yeah. And it's like a homing device, because when you set about looking for beauty, the beauty will be there.
Yeah,
if you set about looking for the bad and the ugly will be there, and the bad will be there, and the irritating will be there. Yeah. So it's just to make that our focus, is to say, I'm going to focus today on beauty, on seeing beauty. Yeah. And if I can't see beauty, then I'm going to change my position, and I'm going to look at it from a different angle. And I'm going to see if I can pick up beauty then, because you will. So in our one workshop, our inner space we're doing this month, we're saying, take a photograph every day from a different perspective of something of anything. And I mean, you can play with that, play with looking for beauty. Zoom in on something. Take it from high, take it from low. Crouch down, look at something from below. Look at somebody else from a different perspective. And your perspective changes, you can actually see it in a different way. Because it's all about perspective.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is, yeah, it really is.
And we have the choice, always.
Yeah. I was just thinking of the talking heads on television. If you still got one of those one-eyed monsters in your home, they will always find every single day many, many things to tell you that are terrible about the world. I mean, that's what they do. Why do they do that every day? That's their filter through which they want to see the world. But there are many other filters, many more beautiful things to see in the world than bad things to see in the world. And I would suggest that what we can do, and Michelle mentioned it earlier, is to make a practice of it, that every morning when you wake up, have something of value next to you, maybe a little crystal or a little whatever, have it next to your bed, and just pick it up and look at it and see the beauty in it, and make it a practice that every single night, just before you drift off to sleep, you see the beauty in your day. You surrender the day into the portal of love, through the eyes of seeing beauty. So just see beauty in your day.
Yeah, you said that when your kids were growing up, you used to say at the end of the day, so what was good about your day?
Yeah, at supper every night we used to have
do.
best things,
Best things.
and they would have to say what was good in their day. And you know, if you got teenagers, we had 4 teenagers in the house, and nothing was good in their day. You say, okay, well, what was the least worst thing that happened to you today? And it would change the atmosphere, and really it opened their eyes to appreciation of beauty, of what is right in the world. Because you can't ask the mind. You can't ask the mind, because the mind can only give you its judgment of the world. But when you really push people and you push through the mind and you open the heart, there is always something to be grateful for at the end of the day. There's always beauty. There's been beauty in your day. And to see that now, when you go to sleep with that vibration in your consciousness, your subconscious mind percolates, overnight marinates in that sense of appreciation, that sense of beauty. And that changes the programs, the subconscious programs, which you use the next day to perceive your new day with. And your life will change, absolutely guaranteed.
And it's an easy thing. I mean, you can wake up in the morning with that desire or that focus to see beauty, and then at the end of the day, just run through your day and say, yeah, I saw beauty there.
It's to acknowledge it.
You're just acknowledging it.
Yeah.
And when you set that up, you look for it. So you actually look for beauty. It's like when you're looking for things to be grateful for, you look for things to be grateful for.
Yeah.
So you're setting your attention on, it's like you've got a laser beam behind your eyes, and you're saying, okay, where am I focusing my laser beam today? I'm focusing on beauty. And yeah, it'll sort of go through things that aren't particularly beautiful at first sight, but you can still see beauty. I mean, we were driving home the other day, and we went out to the west coast, and we had to drive through cement and buildings and towers and pipes and chimneys and stuff. And I was kind of looking for beauty. And there was a little tree sticking its little head up on the side of the road. It was there. And there was even a particular beauty about the light hitting the concrete, if you see it like that, if you choose to. It's a choice.
Beauty is everywhere.
And
it's not in this place and not another place. It's in this place. The same as love. Love is in this place. And we can use the portal of beauty to open our awareness to that love. We had a beautiful message put up on one of our groups this morning. So we have several groups, and this came from a lady who's in Ireland, and we thought we asked her, with her permission, if we could share what she wrote. You must understand, from my experience, that beauty is so well expressed through poetry. It is really, the poet's eye is an eye that really is open to beauty in each and every moment. And she wrote this little poem this morning, and we have her permission to share it, and we'd like to share it with you.
Yeah, and then we'll go into meditation afterwards. So this is thanks from Neve Query, and it's dated the 14th of the 2nd, 2021. So just close your eyes and listen to these words. A letter of love to warm the heart. Dear mind, you are so busy. Please take a break. I see you are tired and weary. Let me send you some love to ease your worry. Stop hoping, wishing, wondering, worrying and wanting. Stop striving, straining and struggling. Start loving all that is. Start feeling into your heart. The love is always there, calmly waiting for us to return. Feel its glow, recognize its warmth. Let it light you up. Become familiar with the beautiful essence of who you really are. Hear the whisper of the trees. Feel the wind on your cheeks and the calling of your soul. Where does it pull you, and what does it say? Are you brave enough to listen and know that it's okay? To listen to yourself and all the wisdom that you truly hold, and truly find the answers and courage to be bold. To live and speak your truth in whatever form that takes. embracing your vulnerability, overcoming fear of mistakes. For there is an opportunity to really find your bliss, and it starts with the present moment, a moment you don't want to miss. So slow down and let it guide you on the wave that is your life, ever changing and renewing, full of surprises and delight.
How beautiful
Just
is that?
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. If you like, I'll put that up on the Facebook page, my Facebook page, and we've had her permission to share it. Yeah, so we'll do that. It's really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, and you can just close your eyes now, and I'm going to lead you through a meditation. So just take a beautiful deep breath in, and a releasing, relaxing breath out. And on each out breath, make the out breath a little longer than the in breath. And just on each out breath, soften and relax the body. So wherever there's tension or tightness, just send the breath in there and relax that part of your body. Just being very gentle, very loving, very soft in this moment. Bringing yourself into the present, into this precious moment. And now imagine that you're walking along a little path up above the sea. The sea is stretching beside you, it's sunrise, and the colours are pink and apricot and peach, beautiful warm colours, tinges of blue and lilac. And you make your way down a little path, down some steps, onto a little beach in a private sort of cove, all to yourself, completely safe. You stand in front of the sea, feeling the sand beneath your feet, the soft, beautiful, warm sand. And you allow this beautiful, soft water to just flow onto your feet and then flow out again. Just the gentle ebb and flow of this very beautiful, gentle sea, which is reflecting the light and the colour from the sky, from the sun. Just imagine standing in front of this beautiful scene, feet in the water. Imagine opening your arms really wide so that your heart is completely open to receive the light from this beautiful sun of ours directly into your heart. Let that sun just shine, radiate all the way into your heart, and then feel the light coming into your heart and feel the love and the gratitude that you have. And allow that love and gratitude to radiate out into this beautiful scene. And then imagine starting to wade into this quite shallow, very calm water. So you wade out to your knees, and then the water starts to get a little deeper and it goes to your thighs. Eventually you're into your waist. Your hands can rest gently on the water, stroking the water, feeling the temperature of the water. Still feeling the sun on your skin, warming you. Just allow yourself to still be receiving that light from the sun. Your feet are anchored on the soft sand beneath them. And the water is gently just nourishing your body, cooling you, nurturing you. And when you feel ready, you lie back on this beautiful, beautiful water. It's very gentle. It's almost like a lake. It's so calm. It's like this golden, peachy, pinky lake. You allow yourself to lie back. And because it's salt water, you're quite buoyant, so you can just easily float without any effort. Imagine floating on your back with the sun gently caressing your face. Arms out, hands, palms facing the sky. And as you float on your back, just say to yourself, I am surrounded by light. Feel yourself to be surrounded by light. And then say to yourself, I am surrounded by love. The ocean of love. And relax completely, soften into this beautiful floating water. And say to yourself, I am filled with love. And feel that in your body. I'm filled with light. Feel the light streaming into your body. Now say, I am one with this light. I am one with love. Feel yourself floating, completely relaxed, completely accepting, completely safe, completely supported. Soften your body even more. And now say the words, I am light. Feel the light within you. And now the words, I am love. Really feel what you feel when you say those words. I am love. Soften your body. Relax even more. I am love. Just allow yourself to luxuriate in the knowingness that you are love. You cannot be separate from it. It is who you are at your essence. The more we see the beauty, the more we acknowledge the love, the more the barriers that we've constructed fall away. We can acknowledge the beauty around us and the beauty within us. And now gently start to imagine yourself either standing up or swimming back to shore. wading out of the ocean, out of this beautiful, beautiful ocean, standing on the edge of the ocean again, hands stretched wide, heart open, feeling immense gratitude for being alive at this moment. For being an eternal spark of the divine, ever and always connected. Feel that feeling deep inside you. And then you can start to bring yourself back to yourself sitting wherever you're sitting, or lying wherever you're lying. And maybe rub your fingers together. Take a lovely deep breath in and out. And let's do another beautiful deep breath in and out. And ever so gently open your eyes.
That was beautiful. Wasn't that lovely? Did you enjoy that? If you enjoyed that, just give us a comment. Tell us how you're feeling. That was a beautiful lying in that ocean of love, the ocean of appreciation and beauty. It's really beautiful.
Good.
And we can go there every day in our imagination. I think starting the day tomorrow with that would be beautiful. Really lovely, just to visualize that. We have so much power within our ability to visualize. Really, really powerful. Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure.
That was lovely. Let's see what card we have. I have an affirmation for you already, irrespective of what's on these cards. But the affirmation I would suggest that we really work with for the next week until we meet again is I am beautiful. I am beautiful. The word I am is the name of the Creator, and whatever you put after that word, we give the Creatorship energy to. So just I am beautiful. And when you say it with feeling, boy, everything changes. You might have to fake it initially, but after a few days, I'm sure you'll start to feel that. I am beautiful. And then you bypass the mind and you get into your heart. So that's lovely. So that's the affirmation we're going to give you this week. Should we choose another card or not?
Yeah,
Shall we?
yes.
Okay. Do you want to choose a card from one of our pack of cards here?
Okay, let me just close my eyes. Ooh. Oh, well. You've got I am joy.
Yep. How's that? I am beautiful and I am joy. I think, I know that joy and beauty come from exactly the same place.
Yeah.
Joy and beauty. So that's a wonderful affirmation to have for the week ahead. I'll put those up on the Facebook page. And we really ask you to repeat those not once, not twice a day, but hundreds of times a day until we meet with you next Sunday.
Don't forget to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And that you love you.
Yeah.
And thanks again to Neve for her beautiful poem.
Absolutely beautiful. That's really a beautiful poem. We're going to post it on the Facebook page as well.
Oh,
So thank you. Have a beautiful week ahead. A beautiful week ahead.
Thank you.
And notice beauty wherever you go. And let us know. Let us know. Send us a message. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
God bless.
Good night.
God bless.